time with the defensive play. Now finds Jalen Green.
Oh, my goodness!
He did it!
Oh!
Jazz, the Jazz turn it. Oh! Cam Whitmore. Şengün goes coast to coast. Here's Williams. Here comes both teams. Here comes Rocket Security. And we got it.
RedNationBlogga back with another video. Sorry about the hiatus, guys. I felt like I was going through the motions with my videos, and I never want to give y'all that type of energy. I want to be able to give y'all locked in analysis. You know what I'm saying? That's what you guys have subscribed to. That's why you guys are loyal and y'all come back to listen to it and comment and everything like that. So I took a break because I just wanted to give y'all locked in analysis, as I said. I also have been debating, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter or not, but I have been debating, I'm not going to make a video until the Rockets win again. But the way it's looking, they might not win again this month. They might not win again this month. 5-game losing streak. They lose tonight to the Timberwolves. 2 inexcusable losses to the Brooklyn Nets. You know, the loss to the Knicks when you were shorthanded, I understand. The loss to the Grizzlies was probably the best loss that this team has had since Sengun, you know, especially considering Sengun was out, team was on national television, X, Y, and Z. But during this month, the Houston Rockets have not been playing good basketball. Whether that's giving up 40-plus in back-to-back fourth quarters, whether that's not being able to score in the half court. This team has the 25th ranked half-court offense in the NBA. This team seems to have hit a wall, and they either need to get their head out of their ass or they need the all-star break sorely. I'm going to go with the latter. I'm just going to go with the latter. I don't think that this team has hit a wall. I don't. I think that injuries have taken place. Fred VanVleet is not out there, so your stabilizer, your guy that kind of helps you with the within the half court offense, he's gone. Jabari Smith, some of your versatility, he's gone. As I said, Sengun missed 2 or 3 games, so that hurt your offense as well. And I think that the team is just coming back down to earth a little bit. After a spectacular January in which Amen Thompson was the talk of town and Jalen Green was playing fantastic basketball and the Rockets just really looked good, where I think they went 9-2 or 10-3 or something like that in the month of January, they've looked the complete opposite of that in February. And maybe it's because they smelling their own shit. Maybe this team, after having all of the ESPN coverage, having all of the TNT coverage, they were on the cover of Slam Magazine. They did an interview with Slam Magazine. They're on a photo shoot. Maybe this team is starting to finally taste some success, and they're basking in it. They're living in it. They're not understanding that the season is not over. You didn't win a championship in January. You didn't win a championship. It's still more games to be played, a lot more games left to be played. And this team is young. And they're going to have to learn. As simple as that. They're going to have to learn. Jalen Green with 28 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. He was 9 of 22 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3. Only 1 turnover, so I'm not mad at it. But Jalen Green, as good as he was in the first half, I think he had 20 or 21 points on 7 of 11 shooting. He finished with 28 points on 9 of 22 shooting. So he made 2 more field goals and missed 11 shots. So he went 2 of 11 in the second half when it was winning time, when it was nut up time. Because in the first half, he went band for band with Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards had 11 free throws to Jalen Green's like 4 or 5 or something like that. And for Jalen Green to come out there in that effort and put forth that effort in the second half is just very disheartening. It just goes to show you that he's not ready to consistently take that next step. That's why I don't really fall in love with the January stuff. Like, I just don't. I know a lot of people like to make excuses for Jalen. I know a lot of people want to be patient with him. I'm patient with Jalen, but it's just like, for me, you have to put together a complete game. He was doing that in January. He was providing the offensive start. He was stopping the bleeding scoring, and he was closing. Today he did the getting us started with scoring, but he didn't stop the bleeding, and he didn't close. And he didn't even get an opportunity to close because he didn't stop the bleeding. So that's what happens. So I don't know. Maybe Jalen hit a wall as well, but he still finished with 28 points, which I guess is a solid night. But on a night like tonight, when Anthony Edwards goes out there and gives you 41, this is a night where Jalen Green needs to have 34, 35, 36. This is a game like that where Jalen Green really needs to help and open up the game and alleviate pressure off of the inside, because teams are just going to continue to throw that zone defense out there. And if the Houston Rockets cannot figure out the zone defense, they will continue to have this problem and they will continue to lose games. It's that simple. Let's get to the best part of the show, my favorite part of the show, the good. Ahmed Thompson, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. He was 6 of 10 from the field, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Ahmed Thompson just continues to impress. He continues to put good games together. Nothing much really to say on that front. Alperen Sengun flirted with a triple-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. He had 2 steals. He was 6 of 11 from the field. He came alive a lot in the second half, more so than the first half. Sengun just needs another guy. This team needs another guy so sorely. And honestly, Fred and Jabari Smith are those other guys. Like, I could say they need another guy. They should have made a trade. Today was a deadline. They didn't do anything. But honestly, Jabari Smith is that other guy. Fred VanVleet is that other guy. They can be that other guy combined together if they just come together. And Sengun just needs help on that inside. He really does, because now you're starting to see teams are kind of taking away what the Rockets have been doing in the month of January by throwing out that zone out there. And it's really, really hurting the Rockets. I know I talked about that earlier, but that's really hurting the Rockets. The last good, Jock Landale, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. He was a +5. He was the only Rocket, or the second Rocket outside of Reed Shepherd, to be a plus in the plus column. He shot 4 of 4 from the field. He was 1 of 1 from the 3-point line. Jock Landale gave good minutes in the 14 minutes that he played. He did. He was way better in the first half than he was in the second half. But, Jock Landale, he was solid. This is probably his best game of the season. Let's get to the bad. Reed Shepherd, 3 points. 1 of 5 from the field, all threes. He was 1 of 5, 3 turnovers, some really, really bad turnovers. Reed Shepherd was drafted here because he had elite hands on defense. He could really play defense, which is what they said when he was coming out of college. And because he was shooting the 3 at like a 50+% clip in college at Kentucky. The one thing that's translated from Reed Shepherd from college is the defense and the hands. His hands on defense are incredible. He strips guys. He's really good at blocking shots. He's really good at getting in the passing lanes and being that little sneaky guy, getting a deflection, tipping it to another player so they can get the steal or whatever the case may be. His defense has been as advertised. I'm happy with his defense. The shooting needs to get better. I can't. The only thing that I'm happy about is that Reed Shepherd played and has been getting consistent minutes. He had 17 minutes tonight, but Reed Shepherd, he just has to be better than what he is. He really does. The downright ugly. So listen, sometimes I put guys in categories just because I feel like they need to be in categories, or I need to just complete the segment, right? I don't think Cam Whitmore was downright ugly bad tonight, but I do think that he played a really poor game. Some nights some instances in his game he was good. Some instances in his game he was bad, and he was mostly downright ugly, more so than he was good. 16 points on 5 of 13 shooting. He was 3 of 7 from 3. Cam just forces things, and then defensively he gives them up, whether that's not rebounding, not boxing out, whether that's losing your guy. He came down, he hit a 3 on offense, big 3, got the Rockets some momentum. Very next possession on the defensive end, he's looking like this while Naz Reid is behind him. He jumps that way. Naz Reid is that way in the corner, splash. Now a 4-point lead is now reduced back down to 1. It's like those things like that, the attention to detail is where Cam Whitmore needs to improve, and why his minutes are like this and they're not as consistent as he wants them to be, because of things like that. You only provide one thing on the offensive end, and that one thing isn't consistent enough to make up for the defensive deficiencies on the defensive end. It's just not. Lastly, I want to get into Ime Udoka a little bit. Pause. Jeff Green did not play. Aaron Holiday got like 30 seconds of burn. Like, I don't understand why he doesn't play Jeff Green a little bit more, just to provide you some space and some switchability. Another guy that's a little bit athletic especially for his age. Like, put in another 3-point shooter in there. Put in another guy that's tall at that power forward or that center spot. Go small for a little bit. Throw off their rhythm. They got Rudy Gobert in there sitting in the paint. Run some pick and pop. Have Jeff Green pop out to the three-point line. If he shoots the three and makes it, great. If Rudy Gobert has to come out and respect it, Jeff Green has the pump fake, has the ability to pump fake the ball, put it on the floor, get to the rim, dunk, finish. Push some different buttons. I love Jayshawn Tate. He's not providing you anything offensively, and his defensive prowess is not enough to make up for him not being a spacing threat and not knocking down wide open shots. It's just not. Try something new. Try something new, because you owe that to the team. I understand that Tate is a defensive guy and Ime is a defensive minded coach, but please, Ime, just try something new. You have depth this year. Use it. Utilize it. That's all I got, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know what I missed. Let me know what I didn't miss. Let me know what you agree with. Let me know what you disagree with. As always, thank you for watching. RedNationBlogga out.